So when we talk about unit conversion, we're talking about rate analysis, or we also call it dimensional analysis. And the key idea is this idea that anything on top of a fraction is times, anything on the bottom is divide. So if we want to convert 27 inches to feet, what we want to use is this conversion factor of 1 foot to 12 inches. And we use this idea that if I want to get rid of inches, I need to divide by inches. So that's times inches, divide inches. They cancel out and they give me feet. And all the factors on the bottom we divide with, all the factors on the top we times. So an example here, if I want to convert 8,000 feet into yards, I want to use my conversion factor of 1 yard equals 3 feet. Okay, the feet cancel out and I'm going to be left with yards. So if I do 8,000 divided by 3, I get 2,666.6 repeating. And that is the units are yards, and I can see that clearly with the units left over. If I want to convert 12,500 feet into kilometers, well, first thing I'm going to have to do is convert this into maybe yards. So I have 1 yard for 3 feet. And again, making sure that my units cancel out. I want to convert yards into, let's convert yards into miles. We could use kilometers, or sorry, we can convert yards into meters if you like. So I'm just going to go ahead and convert yards into miles and then miles into kilometers. So I'm going to say that I have 1760 and 1760 yards. And that's equal to 1 mile. So the yards cancel out, and then I'm going to use 1.6 kilometers for 1 mile. The miles cancel out, and then I have times on top, divide on bottom. So let's see what we end up with. We start with 12,500. We're going to divide by 3. We're going to divide by 1760. Okay, and then we're going to times by 1.6. Okay, and we end up with, what's that going to be? That's going to be 3.78. Let's round that to 3.79, and the units left over are kilometers. Okay, converting inches into miles. So I have 1 million inches. And to convert inches into miles, I'm going to first convert inches into my 12 inches into feet. I'm going to then convert feet into yards. Okay, so I know I have 3 feet, 1 yard. Okay, again, making sure that units cancel out. And then I'm going to convert yards to miles using that conversion factor. Again, making sure that my top and bottom cancel out. Okay, so with that, I'm going to do, let's see here, 1 million. I'm going to divide by 12, divide by 3, divide by 1760. Okay, and that's going to give me 94, looks like 94 miles. Okay, so I think that's correct, 94.69. So I'm going to round that to 70 miles. Okay, it looks like my units all are consistent. Feet, feet, yards, yards, left with miles. Okay, so when I talk about these conversion factors, these are some conversion factors, centimeters to inches. We can have the reciprocal conversion factor. So this is a unit rate for 1 centimeter, but we could also have a unit rate for inches. So when we talk about meters to yards, we can have a unit rate for meters. Okay, so 1 meter is equal to, we'll do our conversion here. So 1 meter converts to how many yards here? 1 meter. Well, let's do it the other way. Our formula sheet has 1 yard equals 0.91 meters. Okay, so that's the unit rate for yards. Now, if I want to do it the other way around, okay, I would just use the reciprocal. 1 divided by 0.91, okay, and I get, okay, sorry, let's get 1 divided by 0.91, and I get 1.09. Okay, so I'm going to round that to 1.1 meter is equal to 1.10 yards. Okay, so these are reciprocal unit rates. 1 kilometer, 1 mile is equal to 1.61 kilometers. That's our unit. Our formula sheet says 1.609, but we'll round that to 1.61. Sometimes we just use 1.6. Okay, and if I want to find the reciprocal one, I do 1 divided by 1.61, and I get 0.62. Okay, so 1 kilometer is equal to 0.62 miles. Okay, these are reciprocal unit rates. Okay, they're both the same. Actually, both ratios are the same. They're equivalent ratios, except one is for 1 meter, one is for 1 yard, one is for 1 kilometer, one is for 1 mile.